Hey everyone, welcome back to Crash Landing, episode 24. And since the last episode, I've done a little bit of building, just kind of cleaning up around our new auto spawner room that I set up last episode. So you guys can see I just kind of, I'm trying things out. That's pretty much what I'm doing right now. I added in a second elevator to have access to this level. And I also went ahead and set up the Tesseract to ignore redstone signal. And then I placed the lever there, which actually will turn on or off the auto spawner. So, and got rid of the darkened glass and put some actual glass in the ceiling. That way the mobs actually wouldn't spawn in there either. It'd just be, whatever I set in the auto spawner. But everything's been working pretty good. These are just drops from the mobs that have died. Also added in another level underneath, because I think I had another blaze sneak out somehow. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but I've been using my blue demon a little bit. As you guys can see, it's got a little durability on it, so it's actually we got it actually leveled up. It's got life steal on it now, which is really cool. We had a chance of getting life back after damaging enemies, only for a certain amount of time, something like that. But anyway. That's up and working today. I think, I do need to go ahead and fix our power that I got rid of because I took the Tesseract away from the second floor where we had all of our thermal expansion machines. I do want to try to work on that real quick, and then we'll get started. I think what I want to work on today is maybe this. I want to try to get going into a few more quests. I'm wanting to see what happens when we get to the end of Technological Revolution. I'm hoping that something else pops up, that we get another quest line or something going. Alright, so with that being said, we got the energy node there, and I got you guys telling me, ooh, look at all that redstone. That is nice. And I'll actually be using that in just a minute. So let's see. You guys were telling me about all the energy nodes, or not the energy nodes, but the actual transfer nodes that I've been making. I keep forgetting that I can use ender pearls, and we got a lot of ender pearls right now. I mean, we have a better chance of getting ender pearls right now than, redstone, because I can just, make a enderman spawner pretty much and just get a whole bunch of ender pearls. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and make up some more of these nodes. And plus, using an ender pearl, I mean, instead of a block of redstone, we get 4 transfer nodes. I totally keep forgetting about that and just kind of space out. So, where are my pipes? I know I have some. See? I knew it. I can also use the energy pipes if I want to. I'm just going to go ahead and use the transfer pipes. Let me make up like 16 of those for now. And then I want to do this. We're going to make one more transfer node for energy. And then from extra utilities, I know that there is a upgrade called the Ender Transmitter. And these are not too bad to craft. It just takes, the Ender Pearls and stuff to make it. But, we got the Ender Pearls to make it, so why not, right? Let's get some sticks. Need a little bit of redstone. And I'll just go ahead and craft all of those up. That way we have them for later. All right, so there's the transmitter. And I need to run outside and grab me some more. Can I squeeze through here somewhere? Nah, I'm not even gonna worry about it. Let me grab like a few stacks. Eventually I do want to have all this set up into our network as well, but for now that's gonna be the way it is. One of the rooms that I'm probably gonna have, I don't know if I'm gonna do underground or upstairs, but I would like to have like a huge, massive storage system for applied energistics. All right, so we got that, and then we got, is that called the Ender Transmitter? So I'm guessing the other one's the Ender Receptor. Close enough. So a little bit more nether quartz, a piece of redstone. There we go. Now I'm hoping this works the way I want it to. If we read on this, on the transmitter, the Ender Transmitter would transmit Buildcraft energy through the ether to any energy node with a matching Ender receptor. You can choose whether the transmitter is public or private by right-clicking the transmitter in your hand. Okay, we'll take a look at that. In addition, you can select by a specific frequency by changing its name using an anvil. Energy transfer is not perfect. There's some power loss. Alright, that's fine. I can live with that. Placing more transmitters in a node will increase the transmitter's speed for that frequency. Alright. We'll remember that. I'm pretty sure we should only need one for now. So let's go ahead and set up right down here. First, let's set up this. Let's take a look at right click. Set to private. Okay, that's fine. We'll just leave it on public. So there's the transmitter. And then if I come upstairs, place the energy node up there, we should be able to see us getting power. Bloop. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. I turned you off for the time being. Alright, so this is holding... That's probably because of that. Alright, let's do that. There we go. We got power. Nice. Alright, now obviously it's not filling up too fast, actually. We might have to grab a few more, but for now, I think that'll be fine. I think that'll be alright. Plus, we can also set up, like one of these energy cells over here, too, which might not be a bad idea. But for now, hey, that works. Works for me. I got power up there. Alright, cool. So, let's take a look at what's next. Let's get that out, and we'll put all this stuff away real quick to clean up the inventory. Alright, there we go. And let's take a look at technological revolution. So, I think, I'm not sure what that is, but I'll have to look. Not too familiar with that graphic. Let's see. Along with plants, you now have animals. These machines will help you take care of them. So we pretty much just need to craft a rancher, chronotyper, and a breeder. Alright, let's see what we need for all these things. Rancher. What do we got? We pretty much got everything. We just need a few shears for the rancher. Redstone reception coil. Obviously, we're going to need the whole, few machine frames things. So we need more of those. 2, 3. Thankfully, we have that stuff. Alright, good. I was hoping I had enough plastic for that, and I might still not. We'll see when we get there. But there we go. There's one rancher. And then it said a chronotyper. I don't know if I'm like, ooh, hi, how are you doing? I don't like you. Crud. Alright, what do we need? Alright, we got the emeralds. I don't like using the emeralds for it, because I know emeralds are going to be a crucial part later on for us. For other things. But do I have you? Alright, that works. There's the chronotyper. And then lastly, the breeder. Alright then. Okay, that's right. You. Golden carrot. I should have that in there. I just used... Hi. So by the way, I just want to point out, the sword works pretty good. It does work fairly decently. I totally was not paying attention to all the mobs outside. Hi guys, how are you doing? Leave my stuff alone, please. I ain't gonna worry about those guys. Alright, what was we doing? Breeder? Watch a creeper come in there and blow me up. It's gonna be hilarious. Alright, so what are we missing? Golden apple? I got all that stuff, but I already got a golden apple in there too, so we'll just do this, and then that, and then boom, we are good. We have ourselves a quest completed. 16 raw plastic, nice. Drums. I keep forgetting to make those. I could totally use that for my mob essence. I should probably do that. Alright, so we got the drum, and I'll probably go ahead and go use that real quick. Ow! Yes. Ooh, you're a big one. You're a big fella, aren't you? Definitely had his Wheaties this morning. Oh, hi, creeper. Oh, these are perfect too, cause they didn't give me the little ones. Yeah, sometimes they give you those little creepers, and you can just hit them all. It gives me a good ow. Yeah. Anyway, let's take a look at what's next. What is that? Leftovers? Oh, right. So the slaughterhouse, biofuel generator, Sludge Boiler, and the sewer. Alright, the sewer's cool, because we can use a little bit of that. We could use that for, like, the reactant dynamos out there instead of mob essence if we want. We got the Sludge Boiler, which I wouldn't mind making, because that gives us another chance of dirt and other good things. I think even netherrack, I think. Don't quote me on that. But then we also got the biofuel generator. Mob spider. Alright, this stupid spider, where are you? You're gonna die. Hi, lightning creeper. Where's this stupid spider at? I hate you. Alright, let's see. I need to test my sword out, creeper. How much health you got? Hey, if I can one-shot mobs with this thing, I'm completely happy. Heck, I haven't even leveled it. I haven't even added anything to it. I think we got a level modifier, or I think we got a modifier on it. Yeah, this thing's nice. I can live with this. Alright, that'll work. Let me go ahead and throw this junk away. That wasn't the spider? Is it one of them invisible ones? I hate those. Where are you, spider? Hi. Come down. Jerk. Ow. I don't like you. Is there another spider? Ha! I see him. He's right there. Ow. Okay, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Where's he coming from? Where's he at? You thought I couldn't see, you stupid face. Yeah, I totally saw you. Alright, anyway. Back to what we was working on. Let's take a look. Let's go back and back. Okay, that still didn't open anything up for us. Alright, cool. I say cool. Not really. So we already did this quest once, right? You know, it's repeatable. Obviously, they all are. We could go ahead and try to get us some animals in. Do I want to do that, though? I really don't feel the need to set up any animal stuff, really. I mean, I'm doing alright on food. I do need to maybe switch around the farm a little bit, but Sludge Boiler, I kind of want to see where this is all going to lead us, because this is going to lead us to this stuff, this meaty goop look stuff. Let's go ahead and craft this stuff. And I want to set up, I do want to set up the Sludge Boiler. I do want to set up that, though. So what do we need? We need, obviously, we're going to need that again. Probably a few of them, so let's go ahead and craft those. Please tell me I have enough plastic. I don't. Don't tell me you did that. It automatically pulled in the plastic from pneumatic craft. That is annoying. Alright. It's fine. You know how hard it was to get that stuff? It was annoyingly hard. Gotta find a way to automate that better later. Alright, so 2 furnaces, and you're gonna need a couple of those probably. We'll just make a few. Sludge Boiler. Alright, that's one down. Let's go ahead and make the sewer real quick. Shouldn't be too hard. I should have, yeah, pretty much everything. Crafting with applied energistics is a lot nicer, a lot easier. We also need the biofuel generator. Which, hey, we got the blaze rods now. Told you guys. What did we miss? So we got that. We just need transmission coil. And another furnace. And lastly, we'll just need another blaze rod, which we will go grab real quick. Let's just go ahead and take all of those in there. I'm trying to get better with that thing. Alright, there we go. Biofuel generator. And what's next on the agenda? Lastly, the slaughterhouse. So, what do you need? Invar swords. Gotcha. Invar axes. You would. You would. Alright, let's just make up a whole bunch of sticks. And I mean, a whole bunch. That's a bunch to me. Might not be to you, but it is to me. Alright, there we go. Slaughterhouse. And we should be good to go. Wait, what? Thought I made 3 of those. Did I not? I guess I didn't. Okay. We'll just run through and craft it real quick. Booyah, slaughterhouse. Alright, cool. So we got those crafting quests done. We got single use safari nets, soul sand, and essence berry bushes. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Oh, well, we get to choose. Well, obviously, I'm going to choose essence berry bushes, I think. Do I? I can get all the mobs. I don't really need to use those. And I can get soul sand. That is not a problem. I'm going to go with essence berry bushes. Alright, and lastly, MFR liquids. So, this is going to give us... I think that's the high end or the second... no, I think that's the second one. The second tier of the expansion cards. We'll get pink slime balls and hardened glass. So we just need meat, pink slime, sludge, and sewage. Did that unlock anything for us? No, it has not. Alright, well, anyway, for one, let's go ahead and grab us a little bit of water. Nice. I love doing that. Gotta have fun with that a little bit, right? Alright, let's go set up the sludge boiler. Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? Alright, let's see. So we got a couple better barrels. Let's actually go ahead and craft up a few more. And by a few more, let's do that many. It might wind up needing more than that, but we'll see. Let's grab a few transfer pipes. Some nodes. Probably only going to need one, but I'm going to grab that for now. So if we come out here, and I'm actually going to pull this a little bit further away than what it is. I kind of want to, but I might need to move a few things. Alright, what I'm going to do real quick, guys, is I'm actually going to go ahead and move this real quick. I was thinking, I'm sorry, I do that sometimes. I'm going to rework this real quick. I'm probably just going to move this down, or this down here, and probably just move this down. That way I can have access to this side, because I want to do it all out here. Alright, I'll do that real quick, be right back. Alright, guys, and we're back. So, I actually decided to pretty much just flip it to the other side. Got it set up over here like this, and now this is actually coming off straight off the transfer node from the chest, because this is already filled up with logs. Only logs should go in there, and once this is pretty much done, building up a backlog of charcoal yet again in the furnace, this should have a backlog of oak, so pretty much only allowing oak in here as well, so we should be good to go there. Apples look good. Alright, nice. So we got that set up. Now, from the side of this, we got coming out sludge. So we can actually pull that out of the side here. You guys will be able to see. We already got sludge flowing. And I also need to get power to this. I just thought of that. And I do need power for the sludge boiler, so I wonder how much power that thing actually takes. I don't really know. Much energy conduit. We got one more. Let's go ahead and switch these out. We got the redstone energy conduits. I really would like to use those from now on. Let's just go ahead and just get those. Alright, let's clean up our inventory a little bit. I'm going to get rid of some of these machines. Don't need the rancher, chronotyper, breeder, slaughterhouse, biofuel generator, or sewer at the moment. And everything else I kind of want to be able to use. Essence berry bushes, I'm probably going to do something with those a little bit later. I might try to get into a mod that a lot of you guys have been requesting lately. I think I actually mentioned it before, but Steve's Factory Manager. I'm actually really not familiar with how that works. Ow. Oh, don't crud. You would. I hate you. It needs to be further. Let's go grab some more fluid ducts. But yeah, I'm not really familiar with it, and I might do some stuff with it off camera just to kind of get used to it. And then once I, get the hang of it and maybe learn it a little bit on my own, maybe I'll see if I can try to explain what I found out by doing something and maybe even showing you what I have done. So let's go ahead and pick this guy up real quick. And you know what we could do? I really don't like seeing this above ground. I don't know why. Let's go ahead and use a little bit of our Dust Destroyer. Make our way out here a little ways. And that should be good. Perfect. And then we'll just have that set up into there. Back away. That hopefully is far enough away that it should not bother us. And it does need power, so... You know what we could do? How much power does this thing look like? 16,000 RF. I wonder how much it actually uses. I'm going to try to make another one of those energy nodes and transfer receiver jiggers from extra utilities. Yeah, those things. All right, let's do a block of redstone. And we already got those right there. So we got another transfer node. I'm guessing it can use the same frequencies. I'm hoping. So let's go ahead and make one of those. Actually, we don't need the transmitter. We just need the receiver, right? So we'll put that away for now. This way. I was gonna say I shouldn't have to worry about that other one. We should just be able to come over here and pop this thing right there. Place that there. See? Look. It's getting RF. Perfect. And it's filling up. Now, is this going to be able to keep up? That is the question. Now, it's holding an item. That's why it's not doing anything, I think. So, if we... You know what I'm going to do? See, I kind of want to set up like a small area, like right around here somewhere. I just don't know how I'm going to do it yet. We're going to have barrels pretty much sitting out here. Maybe something like this. And that. I don't know how I'm going to do it just yet. But there we go. How's that? Does that look cool? I think so. Alright. Let's set this up. I'm going to put the transfer node on last because I know that's going to do stuff. So let's go ahead and just hook up the barrels like so. There we go. And pump on the transfer node right. Yeah. Oh, cool. So it actually makes sand for us too. Nice. Now, we do want to make sure we lock some of these things. So you can see, ooh, there's clay, sand. Cool. So you're going to kind of keep an eye on for it for, gonna keep an eye on it for just a minute. What's this thing stuck on? Ooh, looks like I need to fix that little problem right there. I've been having that thing run for a while, and it's already full on saplings. So we have a pretty much full amount of saplings. Let's just do that. Then let's do that. Then that one or two more times. So we got a few chests. I'm gonna make it another barrel. Bloop. And then I think is right there, void upgrade. Let's do that. That way we can void any excess that items that go into it, which is kind of what I want. I'm gonna make one for saplings. Obviously, I could just make like let's leave a little bit in there. I could just make like a trash can, but I'm not really familiar with void upgrades. I haven't really used them very much, so I want to try it out. Ow. You stupid doorway. I wanted to make that thing bigger. Alright, let's do barrel one more time. And then we'll just do fine. I didn't stupid thing. Alright, and then we need an upgrade. So we're going to need MK1 upgrade. But that only gives us one slot. We actually need two. Can we use the MK1 twice? I don't think we can, but I'll go ahead and do that one anyway. And at the end of the line, past the planter, let's take a look at how this thing's doing. How are you doing? Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got dirt and salt. Sweet. Wow. Salt's not really that sweet. I went there. Alright, let's see. So we got that. What we could do, could just run this whole line right here. Down one more block instead. Did I miss something? Whatever. And then do that, and then have this come out here. And that should be saplings only. Perfect. All right, so can we do 2 of those? Nope. Upgrade already applied. That is all right. So let's go and do that. This requires 2 slots and void. So anytime this gets more than 4,096 saplings, pretty much the rest of them will go into there, but they'll just be voided. So I'll just delete it anyway. So that's cool. How's this thing working? It looks like it's keeping up with power, which is awesome. Sludge, I'm not sure whether or not it's keeping up or not. It looks like it is. So that's fine. I can live with that. As far as this tree farm is concerned, it's doing fine. You know, I'm probably going to upgrade this all later and probably move it around a little bit. But for now, I'm pretty much happy with how it's working. So awesome. So we got that set up. We kind of alterated that and kind of fixed that up a bit. Let's see what else we can do real quick. All right, so I'm pretty sure we're done in technological revolution for the time being. Creating life. Like, oh, what is that? Making a killing. What? Wait, is this repeatable or? No. I haven't done that yet. Why is this? Wow, impressive job clearing some of the monsters away from the shuttle. Be careful with the spammer. What? Okay, well, we're not done with the quest, but apparently I've killed a total of 50 zombies, which is pretty awesome. We need more skeletons, spiders, creepers, and then endermen. That gives us a sink core, or a machine frame, or a lumite sword blade. Well, obviously I don't want that. Machine frame might be nice, and or sink core, but we also get the spammer launcher. Ooh. So that kind of explains a little bit more about that quest, that first chapter in there. That's cool. Alright guys, let me take a look around real quick at some stuff and see if there's anything else we might be able to work on real quick, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. Sorry, I wanted to check on something real quick, and I think I know what I was going to do. The reason why I wanted the blazes, by the way, because I kind of forgot to do this, was I want to set up, well, obviously, the brewing stands. Now, I believe there's also an auto brewer from, Mine Factory Reloaded, which this might be something kind of cool to work on. Well, for now, we'll hold off on that. The real reason, I want just a brewing stand for now. So let's grab some bottles. I want to try something. We're going to grab Blaze, and this is the other reason why I didn't want to use up all my slime balls when making my tools. I didn't want to make, like, slime stuff. I want to hold on to some of those for magma cream. And we need a little bit of nether wart, which we got some, and I want to get a farm growing for that pretty soon. But I should be able to grab me a little bit of water. 2, 3. Set up a brewing stand right here. Place those guys in there. A little bit of nether wart. So I was doing some reading, and I just want to test this real quick before we finish off for today. Whether or not EnviroMine actually is set up in this pack, to help us with the fire protection. From what I was reading, fire protection is going to help us with, like, I think thirst a little bit, or our heat level, something like that. So I'm going to give it a try. I want to see how well that actually works. Now, what is it, redstone or glowstone? I think it's redstone that increases their duration. I love the fact that I look in there and I got like 5 or 6 blocks of redstone in there. It's really nice. Alright, so this should give us potion of fire resist. There we go. And then we pop that on there. Now I can make this into, I could make it into splash potions, and I might set up something like that later because I kind of have an idea if this actually works the way I want it to. But for now, I just want to test it. I want to see. So let's see. Come on. This will give us, should give us 8 minutes. Yeah, there we go. And let's go ahead and bottoms up. Perfect, look at that. That's exactly what I was hoping that would happen. If you look on my heat meter on the bottom left hand of the screen, it's pretty much just normal. I guess it doesn't matter where I go when I stand next to, because there's lava like right here. Check it out. And it's staying the same. Perfect. That is exactly what I wanted to see. And that's for 8 minutes. It's even better. That's awesome. So now I don't have to really worry about that much heat for 8 minutes. I'm guessing that kind of helps out on, I'm hoping that helps out on water, conservation and stuff like that. We'll see. Cool. Guys, I think that's gonna about do it for today, though. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I'd really appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.